Morning, folks. 6:49, Coach Burt. Tuesday, December. What day is it? December. I don't know. December something, folks. Don't really matter what day it is. What matters is we're going to get up today and we're going to pursue our potential. That's what matters. So, good morning. I'm Coach Michael Burt. I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I believe a good coach will activate and reactivate that prey drive. Right, Lori Stye, Donna Ross, Anita, Martin, good morning to you. Good morning to you. December 8th, thank you for reminding me. Charlie. So what are we going to talk about this morning? We're going to talk about how to attract large numbers of people to you. This is based on a simple belief that I have. That you don't need more money, you need more people. You don't need more money, you need more people. And the question becomes, Donna Ross, if you're ever going to go big and you're ever going to take it to another level, you have to introduce new people to the cycle, Amanda Beener. And I wish someone would have told me this, Freddie Blanton, early in my life. I wish somebody would have said, look, you need to go out there and be known by as many people as you can. You need to be known by millions and millions of people, Amanda Banks. But nobody told me that. Nobody said, right? And so the question becomes, how do we go get more people? And I am to the belief, Chris Travis, that the way we get more people is we get very clear in what we believe. And then we begin to share those beliefs with the marketplace, Jeff and Simon, with as much frequency as we can. And as coherent as we can and as succinct as we can, as we begin to say, this is what I believe, this is why I believe it, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm going to do it different than everybody on planet Earth, Chris Clark. These are people I'm going to do it for. Now, boom, if you want to do it with us, let's roll. This is how you attract large numbers of people, because you got to think, I'm coaching so many people, and one of the number one problems, Greg Smith, that people have, man, is they need more people. The multi-level marketing people I'm coaching need more people. The business people I'm coaching need more people. The sales people I'm coaching need more people. So what's the saying? You don't need more money, you need more people, because the people have the money. So the question becomes, how do you get more people? Well, you got to have a high touch, high frequency. You got to have something of value to say. You got to say it as often and as frequent as you can. You got to do everything you can to become a person of interest. And by the way, that will be incredibly inconvenient for you, because you will have to go to things you don't want to go to, do things you don't want to do, show up at things you don't want to show up at, Tom Gavin. Okay, no more than I wanted to get up at 5 o'clock this morning and work out at my gym F45, but I did it, and I feel better because I did it. This is the concept of becoming a person of interest. You got to make up your mind, man, I need a whole lot of people in my cycle. I need a whole lot of people in my cycle. I need new people every single day. And the way I'm going to get them new people is I'm going to go out into the marketplace, man, and I'm going to share my message. I'm going to go tell it on the mountain, as the old church song used to say. And I'm going to tell it and tell it and tell it and tell it and tell it until I'm exhausted from telling it, folks. And then I'm going to tell it some more, Amanda Beener. I'm going to keep telling it so many times till eventually I'm going to get introduced to new people like Brittany Peckham right there. So for you, when you wake up today, you may have in your mind, man, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard to go out and find money. Who could buy my services? Why is it so darn hard? Daniel Hodges, that's what you're thinking. Well, it ain't hard. There's 7 billion people in the planet, and making money ain't difficult. It's just different. What you got to do is you got to get out there and get amongst it, as we said in my hometown of Woodbury, Tennessee. Good morning, Justin, Ryan. So I'm headed to Nashville, Tennessee today. Why? Because I need to get in front of new people. Okay. I'm headed to Dallas, Texas in a couple weeks because I got to get new people. I'm doing an event with Randy Hauser on Saturday night. Why? Because I need new people. Everybody needs new people, because there's going to be a natural cycle of people coming in and people leaving. People coming in and people leaving. That's just the cycle of life, folks. So what does that tell you? You could get all caught up in the people that come in and leave, or you could get real good with the people you got, or you could go out and continue to get new people. And that's kind of what I would tell you. So I believe you attract large numbers of people, folks, when you have something very strong to believe. Now, here's a great marketing message for you, for those that stuck around. If you don't have a message that repels some people, you won't have a message that attracts the right people. If you don't have a message that repels some people, you won't have a message that attracts the right people. So if you got a lukewarm message or passive message, I was doing a thing the other day, and probably 90-something agents on there, insurance agents. I probably offended 92 of them, Tad Richardson, by just pushing them and challenging them. And then 2 or 3 trickled out and said, hey, we want to do something with you, coach. 2 or 3 out of the 90-something. And you may say it's bad close ratios. I may say, look, I need to get rid of 96 of them to find the 2. The Army, the Navy, and the Marines were recruiting. The Army said, be all you can be, April. The Navy got up and shared theirs. The Marine got up and said, there's only 2 of you in the room tough enough to be a Marine. Now, which 2 is it going to be? Brian Covey. I tell people I'm looking for Navy SEALs, not baby SEALs. So, you got to go through a lot of duds to find the studs, folks. And that when it comes to recruiting, that when it comes to selling, that when it comes to anything, growing something, building teams, you got to go through a lot of duds to find the studs, folks. And that is life. So where do you find them duds so you can find the studs? You don't know where the stud's going to come from. If I sit down and I really mapped out all the people who have stuck with me for years, there's a lot of people, by the way. But what we do is we focus on the 1 or 2 that bounce out, come in and leave. Here's the deal. They come in and leave on everybody. So I want to encourage you this morning, Tashina, to get up, have a clear message, share the message. 50% of the people that I attract want to speak, coach, train, lead, write books, no matter what they're doing for business. I call them little closet coaches. They secretly want to coach. Well, guess what? You're not going to be a coach. Good morning, Chris. If you don't have a message and you don't share the message with people over and over and over. So what I say is you got to lead with what you believe. So I believe in attracting business versus chasing it. I believe when a man asks you to go 1 mile, you go 2. I believe in always over-delivering on what you promise. I believe that when you have conflict, on the other side of conflict is a deeper intimacy with your potential. I believe when you have a problem, you need to deal with the problem fast. Right? I believe in prospecting a minimum of 2 hours a day. I believe in going 7 touches in the follow-up. I believe every client should be worth 5.7 referrals. Okay, I believe in being a person of interest in the world because of the number of people you can help, not because what's in it for you. Good morning, Sean Jones. So as you can see, I got a lot of beliefs, folks. Now, what I do is I go out into the marketplace, man, and I bang on those beliefs. Boom, boom, boom. Video, podcast, social media, database, hit list, coaching sessions, live events, virtual events. Man, what happens is the people who believe the same things I do actually gravitate toward me. The people who don't believe the same things they do move away from me. And that's okay. See, you got to get past this. Now we're getting to some good stuff. Is that there is no such thing as rejection. Some people will want what you have. Some people will not want what you have. So what? Keep on moving. Go through the duds to get to the studs, man. And that is why we have to work the muscle, make the phone call, share the belief. Okay, too many people get caught up in, well, what if they don't like it? What if they don't want it? What if they reject me? So what? There's 7 billion people on planet Earth. You can make a couple $1 million a year, folks, with a couple 100 people. Everybody hear what I just said? You can make, if that's your goal, you can make a couple $1 million with I would tell you, with the network of people you've already got. You ain't even got to go outside the network you got. Now, you need to, because you need more people coming into the network. I think about all of the associations I've built in my life. All of the people I've talked to, touched, spent time with, all of the people that have come to one of my workshops, boot camps, speaking engagements, coaching programs. Man, it's a lot. It's thousands of people. So if you can't make a couple $1 million out of 1,000 people, then what's wrong with you? There's something you're doing that ain't working. Okay? Now, if it's selling and closing, I want to offer you something. This Friday, I'm going to be doing a boot camp, a virtual boot camp with Cody Askins, young guy, very bright, started 8% Nation. I really like him and his wife. And this Friday, I'm going to be doing that. So if you want to jump on that, learn how to sell at a higher frequency, close. When I was 31 years old, I was retiring from being a basketball coach. I never ran a business, although I'd studied successful businesses. I didn't have a customer acquisition system. I didn't have core beliefs in what I believed. I didn't know how to go out and work a lead. I didn't know how to close a deal. I didn't have the 4 steps of a sale. I didn't have the 7 touches in my follow-up. I didn't have any of those things, folks. And guess what? I didn't sell that much. Maybe 100,000, maybe 200,000. And then I said, man, I got to learn how to do 2 things. Market and promote and sell. and close. That's three things, okay? I got to learn how to market and promote. I got to learn how to sell, which is exchange of value between a buyer and a seller. And I got to learn how to close people. If I don't learn how to do these things, I'm never going to make any money. I'm never going to build a business. I'm never going to have a better life. I'm never going to provide for my kids. I'm never going to do something at a higher frequency. Man, I got to learn how to sell. I got to learn how to close, and I got to learn how to market. That's what I got to learn how to do. How many people don't know how to do those three things? Well, part of what I'm teaching in Monster Producer this month, which is tomorrow, by the way, if you want to sit in on the class, just DM me. I'll send you a link, or you can come in person. If you come to Nashville, you can tour the new Greatness Factory and see what it's going to look like. I'm teaching what do you want to do and who can help you do it. And the third step is, are you willing to pay the money? Okay? I reached out to a coach. I've been reaching out to different coaches, right, to help me get to the next level. And they've been $40,000, $50,000 for a day or 2 days, folks. Everybody hear what I just said? I didn't say $400. I said $40,000 or $50,000. One was $50,000 for a day. The one that came back to me last night was $40,000 for 2 days. Now, what do you want to do? Who can help you do it? And are you willing to spend the money to learn what they know? So you're probably thinking, oh, I can take that $40,000, go down to Tootsie's in Nashville, have a heck of a time. Or you can take the $40,000, learn something, go make $400,000. That's the way you got to look at it. So to me, if you can't sell and you can't close and you can't market, your life is always going to be limited by the money that you can make, because you're just not very good at these basic things you got. And at 31 years old, I wasn't good at any of those things. I really wasn't. I could speak, I could coach, I could hustle, but I really didn't understand the sales cycle as a science. I didn't understand how to explain my value. I didn't understand how to feed new people into the pipeline. Man, I didn't understand any of these things. And so what did I do? I went and paid for coaching, and I got coaching. I invested in coaching, and I went to a strategic coach, and I learned how to be an entrepreneur and a business pro. I learned how to create value. I learned how to package and sell concepts. I learned how to sell. I learned how to follow up, and then I started developing my own systems, right? And I started going, man, this is how I'm doing it. And then I started writing books about it. Every one of my books are about something I've done somehow, right? Single Digit Millionaire, how I went from a high school basketball coach to where I am today. Inside the Mind of a Monster, my thought processes. So if you're out there and you're going, man, I'm not very good at marketing, not very good at promoting, not very good at selling, and I'm not very good at closing, you would be a prime candidate for my coaching program. Either Monster Producer, or start off with, with this boot camp on Friday that's $97, man. Start with something. Start with the video. Start with a half a day. Start with getting involved in something, because if you don't learn to market, you don't learn to sell, you don't learn to add new people to the cycle, man, you're going to be in for a long road. What's up, Stacy Sellers? You're going to be in for a long road, Lori Sty. If we don't know how to market and sell and promote, it's going to be a long road. It's a hard way, and there's an easy way, folks. So I encourage you, add more people to the cycle. Understand the importance for new people coming into your life. Not just for the money, for the richness, for the exposure, for the enlightenment, for something new that can help you. Good morning, Carrie Ann Sear. Okay? We don't need more money, we need more people. The people have the money and the experience and the connections. So what are we going to do today? We're going to go out to the marketplace. We're going to meet some new people. Okay? Rob Johnson, thank you. So let's have a great day, folks. I'm headed to Nashville. If you're down in Nashville at some point, when I get this Greatness Factory up and running, you're going to want to see it. I'm telling you, you're going to want to work there. You're going to want to hang out there. You're going to want to be involved. Okay? That's what you're going to want to do. Trust me on this one. Everybody needs a coach. Have a great day, guys.